How's it going, everybody? Thank you very much. I always appreciate you. I'm Orlando Ruiz Jr. Welcome to another classic movie review. Many of you no doubt have heard by now, very recently on the 1st of April 2025, the world lost another talented and great actor and movie icon. Mr. Val Kilmer passed away at the age of 65, died of pneumonia due to his bout with throat cancer. He's definitely going to be missed. He's one of those guys that I grew up watching my entire life, and I love many of his films. And I'm definitely going to do a top 10 best Val Kilmer movies video that's coming out later this month. But right now I want to talk about one of my personal favorite films, a great Western that just happens to star the late Val Kilmer, from director George P. Cosmatos, from 1993, Tombstone. Throughout the decades, there have been many different types of Western films that come out, from the traditional old-fashioned Hollywood epics of the John Wayne, John Ford era, to the spaghetti westerns of the 60s, to the revisionist westerns like The Wild Bunch from Sam Peckinpah, or Dances with Wolves from Kevin Costner, or Unforgiven from Clint Eastwood, to the MTV generation of westerns like Young Guns or American Outlaws or Texas Rangers. 1993's Tombstone is a return to form to the old Hollywood traditional, more classic type westerns that came before it, with great sets, lavish sets and costumes, great production design, a sweeping music score, beautiful cinematography, outstanding performances from an ensemble cast. Kurt Russell, of course, the late great Val Kilmer. Also co-starring in the film is the great Sam Elliot. In addition, you also have the late great Bill Paxton and the late Powers Booth. You also have Billy Zane, you have Michael Biehn, you have Michael Rooker, you have Dana Delaney, you have Stephen Lang, you have narration from Robert Mitchum, you have a short cameo from Charlton Heston. So in this film, Kurt Russell plays the role of Wyatt Earp, a legendary retired ex-lawman who moves to the town of Tombstone with his wife and his two brothers. His brother Virgil, played by Sam Elliott, and his brother Morgan, played by Bill Paxton. And they meet up with an old friend there, Doc Holliday, played by the great Val Kilmer, in a scene-stealing performance. And all these guys want to do is just make a little money, kind of just live life in peace and stay out of trouble. However, for the Earp brothers, it's not very easy to avoid trouble when you got these badass banditos in town that call themselves the Cowboys. They wear these red sashes and they cause all kinds of random acts of mayhem and violence. They're ran by a guy named Curly Bill, played by the great Powers Booth, who seems to be having a ton of fun on screen, really relishing every moment. Curly Bill is number two. His right-hand man is Johnny Ringo, played by Kyle Reese himself, Michael Biehn, who is really fast with a gun, and they have a nice little setup with his character and the Doc Holliday character, played by Val Kilmer. Although this is a Western film with plenty of great shoot-'em-up action all throughout the film, this film really is about the characters. This is a character-driven film where it really takes its time to get to know these characters, with plenty of intimate moments where you have great moments that really build tension and suspense, where we have great setups for certain characters, certain little rivalries and conflicts that have great payoff. The film is loosely based on real events that took place in the Old West, based on real people that were alive back then, and some things are definitely very Hollywood in terms of the way they depict certain things for entertainment purposes, of course. But a lot of things they wanted to get historically accurate are mostly like the looks, the costumes, the set design, the mustaches, which in the movie are all real, I understand, except for one actor that didn't have a real mustache. I think it's the actor that played Sheriff Behan. So many great moments all throughout this film, so many quotable lines, such rich dialogue, most of it coming from the great Val Kilmer doing a great Southern genteel accent. The music score throughout this film is excellent. It kind of gives me Jerry Goldsmith vibes, but the music in this film was from Bruce Broughton, who did an excellent job in making it feel larger than life and just exciting and thrilling. The direction in this film is actually pretty damn great. It's kind of debated who actually really directed the film. I understand that there's still a discussion going on about that, because some people feel that this was really done by committee. Some feel that it was Kurt Russell that kind of took over after the first director left, Kevin Jarre, who also wrote the film. He was fired by the studio after about 5 weeks after getting behind on schedule. And so they brought on, I guess, George P. Cosmatos, may he rest in peace, who some say ghost directed the film. Whether it was Kurt Russell that really directed in secret, or whether it was done by committee like some have said, or whether it was more Cosmatos, either way, this movie came out a masterpiece. And Cosmatos in his own right was a pretty decent director. He made movies like Escape to Athena. He also did Leviathan, Cobra, Rambo First Blood Part 2. So I have respect for him as a director. I like many of his works. So much about this movie is just firing on all cylinders, from great heroes in Kurt Russell and Val Kilmer being total badasses, to great villains in Powers Booth and Michael Biehn and even Stephen Lang. The great music, the great direction, and immaculate editing all throughout this film in the way they do the shootouts, and great sound design, production design. Again, beautiful cinematography. This is a 4-star Western and a true 90s classic. 1993's Tombstone, a movie that I'm sure you can find on streaming, but you guys know me, I'm a hard copy kind of guy. Here's my copy right here on Blu-ray, as you can see there. Justice is coming, baby. Look out for it. 1993's Tombstone. A great Western and a great time. Check it out. Thank you all very much for watching this classic movie review. I always appreciate it. If you're into the classics, if you're into movies, if you're into this kind of thing, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications on more reviews coming out from me very soon. Please don't forget to comment, share, like. Always helps out the channel. If you're a returning viewer, thank you very much for your support. I always appreciate it. Please look out for my next classic movie review, and look out for my top 10 Val Kilmer movies coming out very soon. Everybody take care of each other. Peace out. Till next time. God bless.